Good morning, beautiful, beautiful black people. I hope that all is well in your world and this day become one of the best days in your life thus far, right here on this plantation called America. My beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters, know this. When this plantation called America continues to be led by the same type of folks that made slavery legal, we are being led and controlled by the same type of folks that made public lynching and Jim Crow legal. We are led by the same type of folks that saw public lynching back then as entertainment to feast and picnic after a public lynching, celebrating it. We are being led by the same type of white folks that enjoyed burning human beings alive, etc., etc., etc. Did you see the face of Derek Chauvin? He enjoyed suffocating George Floyd. He enjoyed it to the hilt. And the three Neanderthals that stood around listening to it and did nothing enjoyed it also. We are being led by the same type of folks that made slavery legal. You will get anarchy. You will get anarchy. You will get white supremacists. You will get white nationalists. You will get Nazis. You will get the KKK. You will get white supremacists. You will get Derek Chauvins. You will get Darren Wilsons. You will get Daniel Pantalones. You will get George Zimmermans. You will get all of those mass murdering, homegrown, white, domestic terrorists with automatic weapons, etc., etc. When you are led by the same folks that made slavery legal, made public lynching entertainment, enjoyed burning human beings alive, your political arena, your justice system, your economic system, your business system will be controlled by these folks also. Don't you see a good replica, a good facsimile of what I am explaining in the content of this audio podcast, this audio broadcast? We are living what I am explaining in plain sight in our everyday lives. Every facet of your life every facet of my life on this plantation called America. These folks, these livid white folks, own it. They own it. They control it. Therefore, every facet of our lives will be inundated with obstacles, with dangers that have been established by these folks, these hybridized mutants, and the operative word is hybridized mutants. We are being led by the same type folks that made slavery legal, that made public lynching an entertaining event, that enjoyed burning human beings alive. The big banks of today, the big oil of today, Wall Street of today are controlled by these same folks. These folks are unable to make logical decisions that benefit all. These folks are unable to make logical decisions, to establish logical premises, and to come to logical conclusions that will benefit all. They cannot do that. Rather, their decisions are always short-sighted. Their decisions are always selfish and narcissistic. Their decisions are always archaic. And their decisions will always have lots of elements of evil, E-V-I-L, in them. And the operative word is evil. When you give control of the sheep, S-H-E-E-P, to wolves, W-O-L-V-E-S, that are owned by pigs, P-I-G-S, destruction, genocide, murder, mass murder, is the ensuing results. My beautiful, my intelligent black brothers and sisters. These right-wing, far-right, hybridized mutants are on a mission to bring about white genetic purity. Worldwide, they want to bring about white genetic purity and worldwide white supremacy by any means possible. Look how they have infiltrated the peaceful protesting in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in Atlanta, Georgia, in Los Angeles, California, in Columbus, Ohio, in Las Vegas, Nevada, in Chicago, Illinois. They have these right-wing racist bastards have infiltrated the peaceful protests And these right-wing bastards are the ones that are burning and looting, destroying property, etc. I'm surprised that they have not killed these right-wing infiltrators, have not killed more black folks in some of these protests, because their mission is to try to incite and start a race riot or a race war by blaming all of the destruction, the burning, the looting on black folks, people that look like me, the peaceful protesters that are there to protest peacefully, as Dr. MLK Jr. taught us in the 1950s and in the 1960s. These folks, white folks, make decisions to mass murder. They will walk into a school and just kill children arbitrarily for no reason. They are homegrown mass murderers, domestic terrorists. They will conspire with Russians to win elections. Look how the Republican Party and Trump, the Trump administration, conspired with the Russians in 2016, conspired with the Russians in 2018, and are still conspiring with the Russians in 2020 in an effort to win the election of 2020. These folks, these right-wing, far-right bastards, racist bastards, will support murderers like that murderer in Saudi Arabia, that murderer in North Korea, that murderer in Russia. These right-wing, far-right bastards will support white nationalists. They will support the KKK. They will say things like the KKK and the white nationalists are good people. These folks will avert justice. These folks will eradicate the rule of law. In the last 4 years, Trump, his administration, the Republican Party, have been eradicating the rule of law. In their sick minds, they are above the law. These white folks are advocating for ownership or as many weapons that their white racist supporters can't afford. They are on a mission to eliminate black folks, people that look like me. And know this, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. These white folks, these racist white folks, control local law enforcement. Local law enforcement are branches of the KKK. They are white supremacists. They are white nationalists. Derek Chauvin is a white supremacist. He is a MAGA hat wearing Trump supporter. Trump is a white supremacist. His administration have sowed discord from the inception to divide this plantation called America along racial lines and along economic lines. My beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters, these white folks control local law enforcement. These white folks control the FBI. These white folks control the DOJ. These white folks, like Steve Mnuchin, control the U.S. Treasury. These white folks, like Mike Pompeo, control the State Department. These white folks, like Trump, control the White Boy House and the U.S. Senate. These white folks, these hybridized mutants, are doing mass murders and a slow genocide of non-white folks every day. More than 1,000 Americans are dying every day from this COVID-19 disease. And the overwhelming majority of those people that are dying are black folks that look like me. These white folks, these right-wing, far-right folks like Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson, these people are on a mission. They are doing a slow genocide on non-white folks every day. These folks are the ones that are driving the destruction and mayhem that is occurring all across America today. Peaceful protesting has been hijacked by these right-wing, far-right, Nazi-believing, white nationalists, KKK sympathizers. And these white folks are sowing discord, destruction, rioting in Minnesota, in California, in Georgia, in Ohio, in New York, in Pennsylvania, etc., etc. These hybrids, these hybridized mutants, they want to start a race war. And of course, dumb, racist white folks like Bill Barr and Donald Trump are blaming the peaceful protesters for the mayhem in Minnesota, in Georgia, in Kentucky, etc., etc. When we are led by the same type folks that made slavery legal, that made public lynching an entertainment event, that enjoyed burning humans alive, when we are being led by those type folks, when control and power is given to those type folks, is in the hands of those Trump-like white folks, destruction will ensue. America is being destroyed. Our education system has been destroyed. Our environment is being destroyed. Our economic system is dilapidated. Our political system is in disarray. We are more divided today than we were 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when control, power, and ownership are given to the same type folks that made slavery legal. Destruction will ensue. Know this, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Their lineage, L-I-N-E-A-G-E, their lineage of progression is Neanderthals produce Caucasoids. Caucasoids produce Caucasians. Neanderthals produce Caucasoids. Caucasoids produce Caucasians. Neanderthals were hybrids. Neanderthals was hybrids. At every instance of hybridization, quality will be lessened. Physical abilities are lessened. Cognitive abilities are lessened. Feelings and emotions are void of these folks. It is always about them. It is always about money, greed, power, ownership. They want to own this plantation called America. And they're almost there regarding this plantation. They want to own the world as we know it. They already control it. They have already established a white supremacy ideology throughout the world as we know it. These folks are not our friends. These folks are our enemy. When we allow ourselves to be led by the same type folks that made slavery legal, that saw public lynching as an entertaining event, that enjoyed burning human beings alive. When you are led by those type folks, destruction will ensue. That's what I have on this one. Please go to the thrasherway.libsyn.com, and there you will have access to all that I do.